Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video. So this is season 58, the big thing season. This is the halfway point of the season. It's the 6th war, but for me, it's my 5th war that I've been participating in because I missed the first war. I was still on my trip. And so this is 4 Loki facing off against Scene. This is our history right here. We have 3 losses and 2 wins. So if we win this war, we'll be 3-3 so far for the season. So today, I was worried. I would say I'm the most worried I've been about a fight so far all season. We're going to be using Beta Ray Bill, who is a first and foremost champ I never really ever use. And we're going to be using him against an Arnim Zola, a rank 4 big Zola. Now, we fought Zola already this season, but that was completely different because I had one of the absolute best counters in the game for that fight on a node where she works perfectly and can gain force charges. Here, this is a different node where regular Phoenix can't work because there is stun immunity, so she can't heavy charge him. So yeah, stun immune Arnim Zola rank 4, dude. Oh my god, I saw this fight and I was like, oh god. Like, I immediately was like, oh my goodness, like, really? And because like the first thing is just getting the heavies in. That's going to be such an issue, you know. But I did a little bit of dueling, some practice fights, and Beta Ray Bill's heavy reach is pretty good. So here, and I'm going to boost up here. I haven't done this all season. I'm using the biggest boost I have, so a full 30% attack and health, and a big 20% attack. I bought that for a little bit of Radiance from the Radiance store. I only had one of them. I don't have much big boosts. I only, you know, pretty much every other war, it's all been medium boosts. That's how you know I'm actually scared and worried about a fight if I'm using the biggest boost that I have, because I only have like 1 or 2 of them, so I can only go really big for like a couple wars in the season, you know. I was like, all right, this is the war. This is the war. I need everything, any and everything I have at my disposal right now. I'm gonna use. So invulnerability boost, of course. Got some cosmic boosts. I'm just checking to see if I can buy another invulnerability boost. Gotta stay on top of these things, and yes, I can. So boom, pick that guy up. Alright, so we're boosted up, we're ready to go. We got I brought Odin along with me for the pre-fights. You know, I've been bringing Odin along, like he's been on my team for like the last few wars, and I found him to be pretty good. You know, the aptitude is going to be helping make our Furies more potent, and I was hoping, you know, that was going to give us more damage, more attack. The other 2 buffs aren't really going to be coming into play. I'm not going to be getting any shock on me, and yeah, I'm not really going to be getting hit so much that trigger damage caps. So the thing to be really aware about is, you know, building the force charges for this fight. So how we build force charges on this fight is by punishing or interrupting his heavy attack or special attacks. So as long as I'm doing those things, we'll be gaining force charges. So here I get to my special 2. You know, I do the charge. Boom, drop it. Alright, everything's going fairly good so far, but you can see I've already lost 13% of my health, and I don't think I've made a single mistake, you know, at this point, but I still already lost that much health, like just so much block damage. And so right there, my spacing was incorrect. I was too close to Zola, so he hit me, and he put my unstoppable came through luckily, so that's on cooldown right now. So boom, drop the first special 1, we get off some decent damage, and we re-trigger some shocks, so that's cool. I'm like, all right. Then here, a boatload of block damage. Try to get the heavy, but I'm too close. Man, it's just such a pain to get openings here. And so here I accidentally get to a special 2. I didn't want my special 2 there. I wanted to throw a special 1. And, you know, get 2 Fury buffs. So here, I bait the special 2, and I found, you know, through some practice and my testing, that if I get the spacing, you know, it's not too difficult, and if I can get the spacing right, I can just heavy him, you know, right after his special 2. So that's cool. So here we have 10 passive shocks. I'm going to go for the special 1, and boom, you can see there's like a 2.7 million burst or something right there. It's pretty good, you know, we're about halfway through. Boom, line up the heavy. Alright. We're at 30 force charges. Everything is going, you know, fairly good. There's another indestructible hit because the heavy. The spacing feels so inconsistent. Like sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. you know, everything's going okay. The only thing is that he's winning the health race right now. I'm at 42% health. He's at 52. And so right there, I messed up the spacing just a little bit. But here, just go for the heavy. And, you know, the downside to baiting out those special 2s is he also applies, you know, the passive disintegration, which doesn't do that much damage. It only does about 500 per tick. But over the course of a fight, you know, that adds up. You know, alternatively, I could bait the special 1, but I'd have to bait 2 special 1s for every special 2, and I couldn't really get the heavy spacing quite right after a special 1. So again, just so much chip block damage here. Throw the special 1, take off a nice burst, and so we reapply our shocks. We still have 6 of those passive shocks. My health's starting to get really low at this point. I'm like, all right, I need to just kill him here. I'm like, all right, I got 6 passive shocks. All right, let's go for a nice special 1. 2 fury buffs. I'm like, all right, hopefully he just dies here, and nope, still 15% health left. So, and all my shocks are gone now. All my passive shocks are gone now. So I'd have to go for another special 2, and then another special 1, like at least, if I'm gonna kill this guy. And I'm at 1% health now at this point, 3% health. Like, I bait this out, and I just die to the disintegration. I just ran out of health. I just simply ran out of health. Oh, man, that's such a lame way to die. I just got chipped and whittled down that whole fight. Like, oh, man, that sucks. That's the first and only way I've died all season is to that. It just felt really bad, man. And, you know, after I thought about it, and I was like, if I had just brought Guardian as my synergy, you know, instead of Odin, just for the extra block proficiency, I literally might have soloed. If I had just brought Guardian along instead, that extra block proficiency might have, I don't know, I think it would have really helped, because just, I took so much freaking chip damage, man. So, yeah, that really pissed me off, honestly, that really pissed me off. Just mad. I was having a nice deathless season, was hoping to not die at all this season, and then that's how I die. Not making any like major blunders or anything, just getting freaking chipped and whittled down by a rank 4 Zola, man. And then, like, if my Beta Ray build was rank 4, that would have guaranteed been a solo, you know. But we're punching up rank 3 versus rank 4. Sucks, man. It sucks. But yeah, go in. Just went for like a little combat regen boost. There's no way I'm dying again. I just need 1 special 2, 1 special 1 rotation, and I know he's cooked. So we're just doing that. Get off the relic. Get our heavy attack off. Boom. Alright, and then boom. I'm just going to rip this. We got 5 passive shocks. And he doesn't die. 1% though. And now he dies. So, yeah, man. There we go. Arnim Zola down. Stupid death. First items used all season long. Very sad about that. Very, very frustrated and annoyed. But the silver lining is that we did end up winning the war. You know, like, I asked myself, like, would I rather not die at all, but us lose, or I die and we win? And I'm like, I guess I'd rather me die and us win. So at least we won. You know, that's the only silver lining. It makes me feel a lot better. So now we're 3-3 for the season. Also, shout out to Zine, the guy who actually made a bunch of my emotes isn't in that alliance. So shout out to you, Josh. And yeah, this is where we're at now at the end of the season. We're still in Masters top 20. We're not in top 10 yet. So we're like technically, I think, 13th overall in the world right now. And so right now, that'll bank us about 200,000 Radiance at the end of the season, which is pretty damn good. So as long as we get at least Masters, I mean, Masters top 10 would be great too, but, you know, that'd be an extra 50,000 Radiance. I wouldn't mind that. But as long as we make Masters, dude, I'm happy. And it doesn't really matter if I die or not. This whole season doesn't really matter too much. But still definitely pissed me off when I died. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for this Alliance War video. First death of the season, unfortunately. But I'm going to keep uploading every single war fight of the season, regardless of if I die or solo. So be on the lookout for the rest of the season. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great, wonderful day. Peace.